Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on this video. Today I wanted to discuss something that may surprise you. So I was speaking to my daughter today. Well, first of all, if you watched my previous video, you know how monumental this is for me to be talking to her because we have not had the best relationship. But I have been speaking with her recently and she told me that she did not want to have kids. And I was relieved. I know that may sound crazy, um, and possibly controversial, but I can honestly say that I was relieved given the state of this world and the pressures of this world. I was relieved, and all I could think about is how I just wanted to protect her from that pressure. Um, and she not have to go through the hardship potentially of not just being a parent, but the struggle of just trying to survive in this world. I also got to thinking about my own journey and how I came to feel this way. And my journey, of course, I'm a Gen X and I was raised with those traditional, expectations of prioritizing marriage and family, career, all of those things, and in that order. That's how I was raised. And I can remember as maybe a preteen embracing that, when we played doll house, whatever, having the husband, fantasizing about the husband and the kids. That kind of changed for me once I graduated college. I became indifferent to having kids. And I like to think it's because I was an adult. I had, experienced life. I saw life and the challenges of life for what it really was. It was no longer this idealistic view. So by the time I had my daughter at the age of 28, I was a fully grown, functioning adult. Um, she was a surprise. She was not planned. So by the time I had her, I was, first of all, surprised. Second of all, panicked because I was consumed by this worry of protecting her from the world. The world is it's not it could be an awful place. I don't want to come across as doom and gloom, but we watch the news, we see what's going on in the world. And even back in the early 2000s when I had her, um, it was not anything like today, but it was the world has always been a scary place to me. So I just remember being consumed with trying to protect her, trying to strategize. I mean, I overthought a lot of things from daycare to what school she was going to go to. Um, it was stressful. It was stressful, mentally stressful, financially stressful. We did not struggle. I've always worked, had a career that supported us. But it was stressful. So hearing her say she did not want kids, I was relieved because my first thought was she will not have to go through that. And early 2000 salary of about, I want to say I was making about $50,000 and living good. Um, that salary today is pretty much minimum wage. As we know, the economy sucks. Employers are not paying employees or people properly. This world, 2024 is 10 times worse than 2004, which is when she was born. So that is why I was just like, okay, thank God. Because even now, with her being an adult, I still want to protect her. I don't know if I really set an expectation for her to have kids. And I think it's because of my mindset before I had a child. It was not a priority once I became an adult. So I don't think I really had that expectation of her, which is why I was not disappointed. It has crossed my mind the possibility of grandkids more so recently because I was just preparing myself for the day that it may happen. I was open to it. I think it would be great to have a little one running around, a little one that looked like her, looked like me, looked like somebody in the family. I think that would be awesome. And I think that's what's so sad about having this belief that I have. That's what's so sad about the relief that I felt and why it was bittersweet to hear it. It's because there's a joy that babies bring. I can remember when my sister was having her kid. She has four. They're all Gen Z as well. The joy of, loving on a baby, watching a baby grow up, take on these different personalities. It's experiencing things with them for the first time. It is truly a blessing. And it's sad that my lineage may end with my daughter because she's the only child. So it's bittersweet. It's not all happy, joy to hear her say that. Um, but I do believe that it's worth the sacrifice because the future is looking bleak. Presidential election, political season, and this season is a testament of how much instability, how much cruelty that is occurring in the world. Um, as far as I can remember, the last three presidential elections have been stressful simply because I feel like I'm living in a time where the president can impact me, or should I say, the president could potentially be a threat to me and my way of life just because of who I am. I just think it's so unfair to bring a child into that environment. So I just feel better that she is not going to experience that added pressure of bringing a life into this world, being responsible for that life in every way, in every single way. Um, I'm happy about that. Now, whether or not she sticks with that plan, and that's a whole nother story, but I am happy to know that at the very least, it is not her plan. I'm actually proud that she is thinking about her life. She is strategically planning her life. She is pragmatic. I am happy that she is like her mama, strategic, goal oriented. It was good to know that. It gives me a sense of relief in that, okay, she was hearing me when I was raising her. She was hearing me. Not that I was telling her don't have kids, but just strategizing your life, making decisions for her life. I'm glad that I believe I led by example in providing stability, seeking stability, making decisions that will give me stability as well as her. So, you know, it was nice. It was nice to catch up with her. It was nice to learn that she is practical. It was nice to learn that she is out here adulting and she's making good decisions and she's doing great.